find the goddamn notes on Old Raleigh.
Yeah, let me see if I...
See if they're on the bottle.
Hey, we showed up, though. I think. Is this us? Hold on. Yeah, it is. When you search for Old Raleigh, we come up.
Fucking cool.
Hells yeah. Episode 333. Catfishing Ron Burgundy.
Oh, maybe I have Ron Burgundy. You have Catfish?
Fuck yes. No,
Yeah,
I was
Catfish is batch 7. So I'm Ron Burgundy.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Oh. So then we did we compare the two?
Yeah, we compared the two.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we show up when. Look at that. We show up. We're there. We made it, guys.
I was about to say Steve Martin right there.
When you
I'm
search,
in the phone book.
When you search for something that is not Buckhorn Podcast, we show up.
On page 13, but we're there.
No, first page. First page, 5th, 6th, and 7th entry on DuckDuckGo. When you type in Old Raleigh Distilling Catfish Notes. But, so this is Ron. I give the fuck up.
Burgundy?
It is probably on their website.
All right, I got it.
Do you have it?
Boop.
All right.
Yes, I am 21. So
Are you
21.
though?
Physically. Mentally, I'm like 13.
All right, if you got it, you can talk.
All right,
the
so
Old Raleigh.
batch 11 is Posh Spice,
Yeah,
and batch 12 is Rudolph's Red Nose.
I've got to figure out how to get something. All right, I'll do fuck it. Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I'm Martelle, and with me always is my Lord Mike and Randy. What's up, guys? At the Mac Shack.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hey. If you
Bye,
think,
buddy. Hope you find your dad.
If you think that if women don't find you handsome, they should at least give you a handy, you've come to the right spot.
Wait,
Wow.
is that why
I'm
that's called
Randy, and I'm
handsome?
trying not to die.
Randy is not feeling well.
No,
He's-
I probably shouldn't be here.
He's rocking the Rona right now.
Rocking something.
We don't know if that's true or not. But, yeah, Randy's not feeling well, so
But he's efforting.
But
and we
yeah,
appreciate
he's-
the efforts.
I'm trying.
he's doing that thing he does so well. He showed up.
Yeah.
So how's everybody doing? Other than we know Randy's dying.
Yeah. So, Mike, how you doing?
So
Fucking busy.
Yeah.
Busy. So,
Mike's job
busy.
is to put in 31,000 steps a week.
yeah, a day.
Well, no, a day.
It's better. It's better now. We've adjusted some things at work to reduce the physical impact on each other, and that's
and
helped.
the environment.
Yeah. So
And PETA is happy.
yeah. So we. But yeah, like this week coming up in a 24-hour period, I'm driving from here to Rochester and back.
Yeah, you're driving like 1,000,000 miles.
Yep.
You've got
And then and then like turning around and going to work.
yeah, you've got everything going on.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna throw it out there that it is the 17th as we record this, and I don't know where this episode is gonna fall in at.
We don't know if this is going to be the New Year's episode.
Happy
or not.
New Year, just in case.
Maybe.
Woo!
Yep.
Well, I don't know. So, but we are gonna do a blind today, and we know what we're blinding. We just don't
I
know.
hope she's hot.
Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, one of them could be hot, but we don't know.
So we're doing more than one blinds.
Yeah.
It's like a whole Special Olympics going on.
Don't make him laugh when he's drinking whiskey. It hurts when it goes down the wrong hole.
That's what she said.
Or out the top.
So we're going to do Four Roses single barrel strength, OBSQ. We're going to do Elijah Craig toasted barrel, and Old Raleigh Batch 10, Old Raleigh Distilling Batch 10 in this blind. So we don't know which ones, we don't know what's what, we just know what we are tasting. So little twist on the blinds. Usually you don't know exactly what you're getting at all. So fuck it, we're going to do it this way, and it's going to be fun. Last week, well, we didn't record last week, but we've got fucking like 1,000,000 shows out there in podcast land just ready and waiting to go. So I was down at the Bourbon Trail last week. I went down with the
Yeah,
Bourbon
I was going to
Hunters.
ask you about that. I figured that'd be a good segue into this.
Yeah,
because that's where I'm sure a couple of these came from.
It is. So the Four Roses came from Four Roses.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, and Elijah Craig came from Evan Williams. I mean, because that's who makes it.
Yeah.
Heaven Hill. No, it was a good time. We left Friday, and we met up at Walmart in Grove City. Those that aren't in Hilliard. Met up at Walmart in Grove City, all hopped in a 15-person passenger van, and at 6 o'clock, we were on the road and heading towards Kentucky. So it's only a 3-hour drive, which is nice.
Yeah.
You can be at Buffalo Trace in 3 hours before 9 o'clock when they open. So
How many people were there?
Oh, it was so
Let's get to the meat of it.
So there were a lot of people there. I mean, people line up there like they line up at fucking stores on allocation day. They said there were 4 snakes. Basically, there's 4 bends, 4 lines. But Buffalo Trace has got it down to like a Chick-fil-A science of moving people through there.
Yeah.
They've got 5 or 6 registers where you go in, you present your ID, they give you an RFID badge, and you're done. Then you go inside and you go to the gift shop. The purpose of that is they scan your ID. You get, if they have Eagle Rare, Blanton's,
You get a pick.
you get it's whatever that is for the day. So they had E.H. Taylor when I was down there. I cannot buy an E.H. Taylor for 90 days.
Okay.
That's their deal. You buy it, you can't buy it. You're in E.H. Taylor jail. But you can go back and get an Eagle Rare, or you can go back and get a Blanton's, but then you can't
get
buy
EH.
that for...
Okay.
But then you can't buy a Blanton's for 90 days.
Well, that's nice because that means that the people who, live down the street can't just go there and just
stock
load
up every
up,
day.
yeah.
So that's really great. I wish Ohio would adopt something similar to that, on where you had to present your ID and you're only allowed, say, maybe 4 allocated bottles a month.
That would be great. Oh my God, that people would freak out.
you
That
can't-
alone would be worth it.
Right.
Speaking
and if
of
you're out of
OHLQ,
state,
did you sign up for the...
I did.
Yeah.
For the bottle lottery. I did. I signed myself up and Liz up.
I did everything except for the Weller.
I did.
Because $500 for a bottle is just
I did
like,
it anyway. Well, the one bottle's $2,000.
Yeah.
The
Oh
one
no,
bottle Eagle Rare.
it was the Eagle Rare, the double rare, whatever it was. That was the only one I didn't.
I signed up for that, and I told Liz, I'm like, if I win, and that's the bottle that they present to me, I'm buying it. And she goes, "Geez, fucking $2,000. You just spent $600 down at the trail, and you're not going to spend another $2,000 on." I'm like, yep. I said, and I'm going to drink it once every 10 years. You're going to bury me with this bottle, and it's going to be half full.
Yeah.
But no, I wish OHL...
So Mike and I showed up at the funeral, like,
Yeah.
reaching in the casket, and nobody's looking.
Yeah, like
I'm going to put it down by my feet.
hey,
There
look
ain't
at
gonna
him.
be no casket.
He's so upset. He's just crumpled over the casket.
Give me the fucking bottle,
Say,
asshole.
I'm down there, look like I'm hugging his chest. I'm like,
But I wish OHLQ would adopt something similar where you only get 4 allocated bottles a month, if that.
Oh, man.
And
The taters.
If you're out
The
of state,
taters would be mashed.
no one from out of state can until the next day. They
even
on
better.
allocation
Yeah,
day.
that would be even better.
If you want to try to come back if allocation day is on a Saturday and you want to come back on Sunday and try to get something,
All yours.
perfect. So, dude and I were talking about it while we were down there, based on what Buffalo Trace did. It's his idea, and I'm fucking taking it. But it's
Open source.
It's a hell of an idea, and I think it can be worked upon to make it even better.
I was about to say OHLQ already has everything set in place.
Kind of. I think they need to update their retail system that they use for the website to be real time. But other people don't think they need it to be real time. Like, because I've looked for things.
It says you fucking have this.
No, it says they don't have it.
And they do.
And they do. Or it says they do have it and they have none. And it's 2 days after shit was released. And I've looked, like, I'll use the Maker's Mark barrel or cellar aged, for instance, was At Kroger, it showed that they had the full red bottle on the website for 2 days after it was released. I'm like, there's no fucking way. Like, there's just no way they can have it. And so you can't call and get through to anybody because, God forbid, a business actually pick up their goddamn phone to talk to a customer. So I sent a buddy of mine over, and he's like, yeah, they said they were out within 15 minutes. I'm like, right. So OHLQ's site is not what it is. And I know, and I hope they get caught, but there are people,
Who are setting
owners,
Yeah.
who are setting back shit for people, which is, you can't do that. You're not supposed to do that in Ohio. But last week
I don't want them to lose their license. I just want them to lose allocations.
Yeah, they can, get a fine and lose allocations, and you just get Jack and Jim, and that's it.
Well, and I try and tell people, like, when
You get nothing but B-Mate Star for 6 months.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's it.
Not any gin,
nothing.
no vodka. You get B-Mate Star,
And-
store full of it.
And
Deal
fuck
with
off.
it.
So, but it's so
And Tito's.
Yeah,
They got
and
to stay in
Tito's.
business.
But last week was also Single Barrel Saturday,
Yeah, I know.
and
Pit Stop still has stuff.
yeah, they still have some stuff. I don't know. So there's a bottle that I want to go get. Jeff, one of the guys that went with us, he's the Olympic coach at the gym. He went down on Friday afternoon, and got a bottle of Hardin Creek Boston. Mm-hmm. We tried it while we were down there. Holy shit, was it fucking great. It's $170 for a bottle, though.
Oof.
And I'm just like, I told Liz, I'm like, I wanted to go get this bottle. And she's like,
We
what?
just paid $200 for beer.
$250. Well, you haven't paid me yet.
I thought I sent that.
Nope. You can check your history. I don't think you did. But I was like, I wanted to get this bottle. She's like, you just spent $600 down in Kentucky. I'm like, yeah, but I said I wouldn't spend more than $1,000. I said, I'm still on vacation.
Yeah.
She's like, you got back a week ago.
Well, and it's one of those things too. It's like, yeah, but I haven't been buying as much.
That's what I said. I said I haven't been buying as much, and we'll get to that too because I have a new plan that I'm going to try to implement as far as my whiskey buying habits go. But anyway, yeah. So we went to Buffalo Trace, shot over to Wild Turkey. Bo Garrett from Montgomery Gentry. He works for Wild Turkey. When you walk in the visitor center, he is there. He is there to greet you. Nicest guy in the world. So got a drink there, and when you get a drink at Wild Turkey at their bar in the back, you get to keep the glass.
Oh, that's cool.
So I had a glass of Russell's 13.
And
Fantastic. Absolutely worth it. It was $30 for the pour. And I'm like, well, glasses are like $15.
so it's a $15
So it's
pour.
a $15 pour. Perfect. So it was great. Just kind of walk around the visitor center, sipping on that. I would have picked up a bottle if they had any in stock. From there, hit up Four Roses. That's where I got the Four Roses, and they had all their recipes available.
That's nice.
So OBSK, OBSQ, whatever, just everyone V. They had them all. 10 recipes, all there. They were missing OBSVK or OBS. What the fuck is it now? I gotta look. OBSV is the one they were missing at the main Four Roses. So people were kind of like, bummer, but everybody's standing there looking like it was just like overload. Like, which one do we get?
I don't know what to do.
I'm going to take this one. And I didn't know which one. I was like, bought it. Done. And it was limited one per person, except for somehow Jeff got two. He walks up with one and he sets it down. She goes, anything else you'd like to get? And he goes, it's limit one per person, right? And she goes, your wife's out in the car, right? And he goes, yeah. And he grabs another one and sets it down, and she rung him up for two. So everybody was a little butthurt about that. They're like, oh, Jeff got two. So we had to go we went to the other Four Roses bottling plant, and because they have like a little customer area to go to. So we go there, and everybody buys another bottle, except me. I did not. I was trying to limit.
Trying to be responsible.
Yeah, somewhat. Then we went to Heaven Hill. Didn't buy anything there. No, I take it back. I bought the toasted barrel there.
Yeah.
Bought the toasted barrel there. That sat outside. Everybody had a drink. Sat up on their little outdoor balcony area. And it was great. The weather was like 60
Perfect.
both days. It was perfect. After that, we went and did something else. I can't remember. Well, we went to Lux Row, and then we went to Jim Beam. And Jim Beam, we had signed up, or he'll sign you up. So on day one, it is a blitz. It is literally just hit as many places you can hit, one after another. Maybe spend 10 minutes at each place, and because they're usually like a 15 to 40-minute drive, depending on where they're at. And
you're not doing the tours. You're in there, hit the bottle shop and out.
Yeah. Buy a Christmas ornament, grab a bottle, get out, hit the next place. But the last thing we do is usually a tour or a tasting. So we signed up, dude signed everybody up, and we all paid for him to sign us up for the Heritage Tour at Jim Beam, or Heritage Tasting. Mm-hmm. And so it's just basically you go in, you taste a couple things, and you're done. Then we were going to go do dinner at the Kitchen, which is the restaurant on Jim Beam's property. He apparently got a call from Jim Beam, and they're like, hey, so we need this information, who's this, what's this, blah, 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 how many people, blah, blah, this whole thing. And he's like, I thought we already gave this as part of my profile. And they're like, oh, no one called you? You've been bumped to the VIP tour. And he's like, what? He's like, yeah, so it's someone he interviewed that worked for another distillery. They interviewed on his show. She moved to Jim Beam and saw dude's name, and she goes, take him to the next one. So we did this VIP tour. We walked around the entire facility where people pretty much can't go. You can bottle. You can bottle. It's not you bottling. You rinse the bottle out. You stick it on a conveyor belt. You let it go. It fills up. You don't even do that. You just watch it go, and then when it's done,
Laverne and Shirley style.
Yeah,
throw a glove on it.
Watch it go. And it was Knob Creek 9-year is what it is.
Okay.
And so they send it down the thing. They dip it, and then you press your thumb in it, and you put your thumbprint into the top of the wax.
That's fucking cool.
It's pretty fucking cool. So I'm like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Well, I'll do it. Fuck it. And she was like, you don't have to buy the bottle if you don't want it afterwards. We're just, you can just say no. And I was just like, maybe I don't want it. So after we did everything, she goes, all right, we're going off to the next distillery. We're like, the next? She's like, we're going to the Freddie B. No Distillery, which is an experimental distillery on Jim Beam property that is not open to the public.
That's where Claremont Steep came out of.
Yeah. Well, that's where Little Book is made. That's where Booker's is made. So those two are made directly out of there.
Yep.
But then everything else they do is experimental in there. So
that's rad.
That was pretty fucking cool. So we're standing there, and she's like, "All right, I'm going to go grab some Booker's distillate. I'll be right back, and we're gonna see what you guys think about this." So she comes back, pours everybody, White Dog, and you smell it, and you're just like, "Oh, that's so good." And she's like, yeah. She goes, this is the distillate. It's about 130 proof, whatever. And I'm like, oh. I smell it. It's like buttered popcorn and
straight corn,
like white bread, and it's just fucking amazing, creamy. Taste it. JD, one of the guys, and when he goes, it's like cream corn. He's like, I just want to put this on my mashed potatoes. And the tour guide looks. He goes, what? He's like, I smell cream corn, and I want to put it on my mashed potatoes. Just pour it all over. I'm like, it's not fucking gravy, dude. And he's like, I don't care. It's so good.
Hey, cream corn belongs on mashed potatoes too.
I put regular corn on mashed potatoes with sour cream, cheese, and steak sauce, and onions.
All you did was smash a potato, a loaded baked potato.
Yeah, that's it.
Bacon.
Yeah, no, I'm all for it.
Yeah, do all kinds of shit with that. So we tried that, and then we went downstairs and did a tasting. And that's where we had the Hardin Creek Boston and a couple other things. And being the asshole that I am, she's like, does anybody else want to try anything? I'm like, you got any Blantons? And everybody's like, she just looked at me. She goes, you can get out. So...
Do you just have regular Beam? Like, this highbrow stuff makes my head hurt.
You got Beam 8-star?
Wait a minute. Beam's right in your name.
Yeah. So then we finished that tour, which was fucking amazing. Went back to the gift shop and purchased our bottles. I was up in the air on whether I was going to purchase that Knob Creek. I was one of the last ones to purchase the bottle. And we had 9 bottles. There's 9 guys. Well, Brett decided he wasn't going to purchase his bottle, and he just was like, fuck it, I want it. He went outside. I purchased my bottle. The guy counts the thing. He goes, someone didn't. And the lady sitting next to, she goes, don't worry about it. So Brett got a free fucking bottle of Knob Creek 9. I was like, bullshit. I bought a bottle of Little Book, which is $160 a bottle, Chapter 7. I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to open this, but
It'll be something special.
it'll be for something semi-special. Like, I don't know, maybe I go 4 days without jerking off or something. But
You're not gonna, your hand strength. You're just gonna rip the fucking neck right off the
yeah,
bottle.
but no, it'll be for something semi-special, I'm sure. But I've got 5 bottles of Booker's, and now I got a bottle of Little Book. And I told the tour guide, the lady Emily, I think was her name. I said, you guys need to take the Booker's distillate and just, if you sold it for $75 in a 350 milliliter bottle,
You would sell it.
I'd buy it.
Yeah.
You'd sell it out all day. And she goes, I'll take that back. I'm like, yeah, I would. I would definitely take that back because it is that goddamn good.
Wow.
So then we did dinner at the kitchen, which was really good. Everybody basically got pizza because that was what they're known for. Is
Okay. I was about to say
charcoal
all
pizza.
right.
Well, they have other things. They have like some burgers, and like one guy I think he got a burger, but everybody else basically got their pepperoni and hot honey pizza.
Okay.
I got the mushroom and spinach and sausage pizza. And everybody around the end of the night was complaining about how much their mouth was on fire and how much their butts were hurting from how spicy, because of the they just coat this thing in this
Hot honey.
No, in peppers.
Oh,
Like,
okay. On top of everything else?
yeah, just in pepper, like this pepper seed. I don't know what the hell is, like, it's olive oil and pepper seed basically is all over this pizza, and hot honey and pepperoni and spicy ass pepperoni. And I'm just like,
Have fun with that.
I mean, I'm good. We're drinking more tonight. I don't need to fuck up my mouth. So people were complaining. They were like, "Oh, I can't even taste the whiskey. It all tastes the same." Because we ended up doing bottle kill episode when we got back.
Dummies.
We killed. So, dude made a poor man's Pappy with Weller 12 and 107. It's all right if that's what Pappy is, because I've never actually had Pappy. If that's what it is, I'm good.
Fine not having it.
I'm good not dealing with it. It wasn't bad. It's just not.
You've had better.
Yeah, it's just not what.
It's not one to chase.
No, not at all. Not a 15-year or a 12-year. Then we killed a bottle of. Oh fuck! I forgot about. No, was that day 2? I don't remember. Then we killed a bottle of. Oh shit! I'm blanking now. Sweet wheat, which I'm glad. I've been looking for a bottle of 1792 sweet wheat, but I'm glad that I haven't.
That you've had it this way.
Yes, and I didn't buy it. It was good, very sweet, but like that Rebel, no viscosity to it. Nothing lingers on the end. It's just, it tastes like a powdered donut, and then it's gone. It's like you just took a drink of water after a powdered donut. It's just and
Interesting.
Then it's out. At least that's what I got on it. And then we killed another bottle of something else, and I don't remember what that was. We were getting
So you did it properly.
pretty well fucked up by. And then after we were done recording, we went outside and played cornhole and killed another fucking bottle of, I think, Midwinter Night Dram.
Okay.
So that died. The next day, on Saturday, we got up, went to Michter's to see what they had, or try to get them to tell us what they were going to release, because Michter's is, I get it, but they're a real pain in the ass about telling anybody what they're going to release. They just tell everybody, we're not releasing anything today. But then they release something randomly in the middle of the day. Like, it's never the same time, and it's just like, we got these, here you go. So
Keeps people coming in.
it does. But they could at least, I mean, you can not give a time and just say, well, yeah, we may release this
Right.
thing, bourbon or 10-year rye or whatever. But they don't do any of that. So we ended up going down to Evan Williams and on Whiskey Row, so downtown Louisville, and we did just the basic tour. it was supposed to be. We thought it was tasting, just a basic tour. So you got to see how Evan Williams came to be, and they do a whole kind of. It's not interactive, but it's a virtual reality tour. So you sit in front of a projector for the first half of the tour, and then you walk into a room that is using multiple projectors to project like the background, and then to project Evan Williams and chickens and all kinds of shit. So it's kind of a virtual-esque type of deal, but it doesn't jump out at you. Then we took a quick tour of like what their rick houses kind of look like. They built like a mini rick house that they don't really use. And then you go upstairs and they built like what the street looked like during Prohibition. So they have like bars on both sides. And you do a tasting in like a 1950s-esque looking bar, which is pretty cool. So we did all that. Went back down. After that, we went back down to the bottle store, the shop, and Jason C. from the Mash and Drum was with us, and the guy has connections beyond connections. Like, he's a great guy to have with you. And he's a lot of fun to be around too. But like, if you're trying to get somewhere, he can probably get you there in some fashion. Like there was plans.
He has GPS on his phone.
Yeah. Bourbon GPS.
Right.
He was trying to line up a barrel pick while we were down there so that we would go sit and do a barrel pick for somebody. But that didn't pan out. But the manager recognized him. He's like, hey, whatever you guys need after the tour, let so-and-so know. And, if you want more tastings, we'll just do tastings over in the corner. No big deal. So go and do that stuff. We walked back down to the Speakeasy because we did the Speakeasy tour last year and ran into Lou was there, the guy who does the Speakeasy stuff, and walked in. And last year, because we do it for Tyler's birthday, Tyler kept answering every question does a bear shit in the woods? And the guy started calling him the bear hunter. Uh-huh. So we walk in, and like I was like second one through the door, and I'm like, Lou, the bear hunter's here. And he just turns up, and he's just like, hey, guys. And he was thrilled that everybody like come back. We all sat down. We all had a drink with him, talking, and found out that potentially they could be closing. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not. They could be closing the Speakeasy tasting tour, which is sad because it's the best thing they have going. And they were he's telling us that they were thinking about turning it into a bar, just a bar that anybody can go down and drink at, because they want to try to increase profits in the building. And I'm like, that they're misguided on the experience versus money.
Yep.
Keep the experience. The experience is what it is. Like, that was fucking awesome. So did all that.
You're already making money.
Yeah, they're making money. It's like, you don't just keep the experience. That Speakeasy experience.
Add a nickel to each bottle you sell.
Right. Don't use synthetic corks. I'm kidding. Then we're driving. We ran after that. We ran to Angel's Envy. Oh no, I take it back. While we were there, dude had been trying to buy a bottle of barrel proof C923. It's like bottle of the year.
Yep.
So they had
everybody's talking about it.
The only way you can get it is take the Speakeasy tour. So we're walking back up the steps. The tour had already come out of the bottle shop, and two guys had stickers, and dude just, hey, can I get that sticker? The guy grabs the sticker, pins it on dude. Dude turns around, pins it on me, because he has talked to everybody at this point, the manager, everybody, and they will not get him a bottle. They won't sell him a bottle because they only grab enough bottles to sell for those that take the Speakeasy experience. So if there's 4 tours and there's 9 people, that's it. Those are the only bottles they pull out. So I grab it, and I go up, and I'm inconspicuous. Like, I had my beard and wasn't standing out in any way, being loud like everybody else. And I just kind of walked over, and I'm like, I'd like to get a bottle of the barrel proof. Guy's like, he looks at me, got the little sticker. He goes, cool. Grabs a bottle. The manager comes over, and he's like, all right. He goes, you're on the tour? I'm like, yeah. I just, just kept everything nice and short, eye contact. Yeah. He's like, all right, and then he opens up the thing as I'm already like paying, and he's like, we're almost out of bottles. The guy's like, we got 3 more cases upstairs. Like, which we should be fine. He's like, no, like he's going off. And one of the guys, like everybody, dude knew what was up. So obviously he stayed away. Like I'm trying to stay away from the entire group of people because I don't want.
I'm not with those assholes.
Yeah, I don't want to converse with them. I don't want to be anywhere near them.
What are you doing over there?
Yeah. Ron comes over and he's like, you buying that bottle? I went, yeah. He's like, nice. And that was it. And he walked away. Like, I just would not engage. Jason comes over, and he's standing beside me, and the manager's standing there. And I think it clicked with the manager at that point. Jason goes, he goes, you guys are all out. He goes, you guys can't sell any the barrel proofs. And he's like, well, he's like, I could probably sell, to you guys. And he, like, does this to Jason. And I'm like, and I just looked down, and I just looked at Jason. And I just didn't want to. I just kind of like looked at him like I recognized him, and then I just grabbed my bag and like walked off. I'm like, oh my God, Jason C from the Mash and Drum!
Yeah.
Just grabbed the bottle. And I just walked downstairs. Well, everybody else was already starting to walk downstairs. I get down to the stairs, and then the manager comes out behind me, like he's walking down the stairs behind me. I get outside, and they're all standing there, and I just like sideswipe the guys and just keep going down the sidewalk like I'm not with them. And dude's like, "Hey, did you get it?" And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." He's like, what? And I look over my shoulder, and the manager's like standing, not with the door open, but he's standing at the door. And I was just like, shut the fuck up. And I just kept walking. And then they all walked, and we all got around the corner. And he's like, you got him? Like, the manager literally fucking followed me outside to where you guys were. Like, no interaction.
I'm going to walk down the street. You guys just swing by, pick me up.
Yeah. And we got around the corner, and he's like, I owe you. He goes, I'll buy you. He goes, you just want cash? You want me to buy you a bottle? I'm like, we'll figure it out later. Whatever. So we go to Angel Envy, and on the way over there, he's just like, you want a bottle of Angel? You want barrel or cask strength? Angel Envy cask strength? And I'm like, no. He's like, hold on, you don't want a $230 bottle for an $85 bottle of whiskey because it was $85 for the barrel proof and cask strength $230, and I'm like, no. Like I'm not a big Angel Envy fan. Like it's good. Like I'm not gonna.
But like
if it's given to me, I'm not gonna.
This is the bottle of the year, sir.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I've got your barrel proof bottle. We'll figure it out later.
You should have said, I've got a barrel proof bottle.
Well, I was like, we'll figure it out later. It's fine. Like, I'm not an Angel Envy fan. Like, I don't. If it's not something I'll buy myself, I'm not gonna expect somebody else to buy it for me. That's just where I'm at. So then. We were
sweating. He's sweating.
Yeah, he's just. Well, he bought it for himself, so he's like, I got every one of them, so I bought it. So we're heading back, and we got Jason gets a text message, and you know what? Let's do. I'm going to stop air for a minute. Let's do our blind. Let's start our blind.
Let's do one of them.
All right,
just grab one.
I was gonna say, I think we're like half hour in, and we've done nothing.
One. Dose. Monopoly. All right, so we'll stop there.
I'm just going to get them all. That way they're in front of us.
Where am I going to put it?
It's just fine.
I'll just get up here. It's fine.
I wish we had a bigger table with more room.
We should. I have a huge table at home.
This is a great
huge table
for
in the
flights of the
house.
round table.
This is a great table just to drink at.
Yeah.
This is a pub table. So, weird glass to try to nose out of, but
it works.
It's working.
It smells like there might be whiskey in this cup.
I'm getting a.
I can't breathe through my nose.
I'm getting a caramely brown sugar-esque. I think I know what this one is. Because I had it last week. But nope, I don't know what this one is. Yes, I do.
There's a bug crawling on the bottle.
There is?
Oh, yeah. Stink bug.
Backside.
Stick bug.
Stick bug or stink?
Stink bug.
Backside of the Elijah Craig.
Flink.
Hey!
Oh, what if he went right in the mashed potatoes?
He almost hit the meat. What do you get? What do you get, Randy? Whiskey.
This has it's got some heat, some sweet
bit.
notes, but not overly candy sweet.
It's got
floral.
some legs.
Little floral.
I will say that my taste is way off right now because I can't breathe through my nose. But if I had to guess, I think I know when this is.
Okay. I'm almost.
And I've
certain
not had 2 of the 3 of these.
I'm almost certain I know what this is. It's a little florally, little sweet, kind of rye.
I was about to say definitely some wood to it.
So yeah, there's some oakiness. It lingers. Mm-hmm. I like it.
It tastes higher proof.
I'm glad I bought it. So that narrows it down to 2 bottles. But I know which one this is.
We should guess first
Well, we're going to.
because you bought them and you should know.
Well, that doesn't mean that I drank them while I was down there.
Oh, did you not taste them?
Not all of them.
Gotcha.
Well,
My favorite part was all the pictures.
Yeah.
Dude just put them up like stop 1, stop 2, stop 3, stop
Yeah.
4,
I
stop
think
4.
my favorite picture is the one that you got of the glasses lined up.
No, I was talking about the way dude went stop 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. I was
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
he's feeling it.
Well, no, he wasn't drinking.
That's
Dude
even
didn't
funnier.
wait.
I mean, he had.
So he was driving.
He was the one driving. So I think he had something with wild turkey, and then he didn't have another drink. I don't think. Well, he had wild turkey, and then he had something at Heaven Hill, and then he had something at. Did we go to Stitzel Weller on Friday? Because we went to Stitzel Weller too. That may have been a Saturday trip. That was a Saturday trip. So he only had the 2, and then the Jim Beam, then at Jim Beam, because he was driving. But not every. I mean, we didn't drink at every place. We only drank at Wild Turkey, Heaven Hill, and Jim Beam, and then the samples that we got.
Bonus samples.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this is.
I'm guessing that's the 4 Roses.
That's
Yeah,
my guess too.
That's my guess.
Yeah.
Sweet on the nose.
Because I don't buy it often, but I do like just straight 4 Roses.
But so the 4 Roses. I know we'll go over that stuff at the end. So the 4 Roses is more of a rye, has a higher rye content in it.
Yeah, there's definitely some spice to it.
So
I get apple pear too.
I get the pear. I don't get the apple. I get it like a pear, but it's floral. It's like a floral note, kind of a sweeter. Not like a flower though.
I like the nose. The nose on this is great.
Yeah.
Like I want an air freshener. That smells like this.
All right. That's good. All right.
So
So
super tasty.
I'm gonna set my glass by the bottle. I think it is.
So before you go on,
Yep.
when did you try the Watershed? Day 2?
It was day 2.
Okay.
I gave it to him. I gave it to Jason, and he's like, I don't want to. And I'm like, you have
No, you
to.
just talked about how
said,
good it
"You
was.
just
I
talked
want to
about-"
see what the difference in the batches is.
I said, you just talked about how you liked batch 1, and you got like this peach and everything else on it. I said, so here's batch 4 for you to try.
I still get the peach. It's just been sitting inside the ground since batch 1.
Yeah.
yeah.
Rotting.
Right.
And
There's
he-
a peach pit that was buried in a pot.
It barely hit his lips, and he handed me back the bottle. He goes, oh, God. He goes, that is bad. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I said, it tastes like compost.
It's fucking nuts. Good. I'm glad that other people have tried it and been like, yeah, no, that's not okay.
like, you gave me that whole thing, and he's just like, he looks at me, and I said, someone else was like, can I try it? And I'm like, no.
Absolutely, you can.
I was just like-
it's like I think this is bad.
I just went like this. I just went, no. And they're like, you're dumping it. I'm like, yes.
You
Thank me later.
Yeah.
I said, ask Jason about it right now. He said he had just fucked up his cornhole game. It was. I'm just like, it's so bad. I even tried it again, like after. I'm like, it's so bad.
Nope, it's not okay.
It's not. It doesn't. It didn't get
And like
better.
even when I did the bootleg with some cinnamon sticks and some apples, it like flavor wise, it was like, oh, that's cinnamon and apple. There's the soil.
Yeah.
There it is. There it's
it
dirty.
was so just.
Something was wrong with it.
It had to have been a bad batch somewhere.
Yeah, like
there's-
I don't know if I got like the last bottle out of that batch or the first bottle out of that
you know what we
batch.
should do? Collectively, we should go down there with the bottle
You taste this.
and be like, you tell me what you think about this. This
Yeah.
is batch 3. And just see or batch 4. You tell me what you think about batch 4.
Yeah.
And if they go, I get plum and I get, I'm like, you're
You're
fucking
lying. You're a liar.
And then I'm going to start handing it out to people in there and be like, you try this.
That reminds me of Carl Pilkington on Anita Broad. They were talking about superpowers. He met this guy that like metal sticks to his body. And he's like, why do you need that anyway? And they were asking him if he could be a superhero, what superpower do you have? And he thinks about it, he goes, I'd be bullshit, man. He's like, no costume.
no.
Just dress like this.
Yeah.
No matter what. He said, there'll be a board meeting going on, and I'll just fly in and go, bullshit. You're talking shit. Well, that could be us. We'll just fly in like Watershed. Bullshit.
I'll just do what Randy said and just grab them all right. So to continue my
Day 2.
day 2 trip. So we're in the van, and Jason had been working on, like, he's always texting people down there, like, hey, they're getting
I'm in
this.
the area. But
Yeah, I'm here, I'm there, and he's down there all the time. So it's not like this is a special event that he's down there. He's down there like once a fucking month. So he's like, hey, we need to go meet Mark. We're going over to the old Carter building. And I'm like, old Carter? That sounds familiar. He's like, yeah. He goes, so.
Is that
I'm
a
like,
Disney movie?
I'm like, all right. So we are all, and dude gets the address and we head over there. It is Old Carter Whiskey Company. And there's this older gentleman standing outside waiting for us as we cross the street, and he's got bottles in his hand. And he's
Like,
just
I don't know what's happening, but I like how it's starting.
Well, and that was the thing. So we get it. We get over there, and he's like, "Hey guys, yeah, come on in." He was like, "We're gonna go upstairs in a minute." He goes, "But I want to show you this." We walk into a tasting room that looked like a whiskey lounge out of the fucking 70s, like tin roof, everything's black. The entire ceiling is got to be 25 foot high, with 3 shelves, and it's just nothing but whiskey bottles of Old Carter
Yes, please.
around the entire building, around the whole building, like everything. And then there's look like a kind of a lab in behind.
You can see that picture on our Instagram at Buckhorn Podcast.
You can, because I think I posted those.
You did.
Yep.
I saw it. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
It's
pretty
like the simplicity of
fucking
having
dope.
the same bottle.
Over and over again.
Yeah, forever.
And then there was like this little lab in the back, like for blending and whatever to do tastings. He's like, all right, we're heading upstairs. You go upstairs. It's the same fucking thing. It looks like an old library, but 3 times as long from the front of the building to the back of the building. And the one wall is covered in black lockers. And in the black lockers, those are members of the Old Carter Whiskey Company Club. That's their bottles in all of these lockers. And they're all locked with their own key. And it's just, everybody has a locker. It's like, fuck. And they can just go down there. And I think they can just, if you pay the money to be in the club, you can go down there and drink in that room. So
Sounds great.
what we did was we had a private tasting with Mark Carter of Old Carter Whiskey Company. He brought out like 7 or 8 bottles, set them all down. He's like, we're going to drink through all of these.
Yes, sir.
I'm like, yep, we are. And
It would be rude not to.
we did. I think we got through all but 1 bottle. And I think that bottle, he told Jason, he's like, I'm sending this bottle home with you guys. And Jason's like, oh, you don't have to do that. And someone was like, yes, he does.
He doesn't
They was
have
like-
to.
or no, it was-
But he wants
It
to.
was, shut up.
That's 2 days in a row Jason screwed things up.
So, well, Jason's been friends with the guys since before he started actually blending, like when they started, like right when they started.
So there you go.
So and Mark's just like, I'm sending it back with you, whatever. And Jason's like, you don't have to do that, but appreciate it. And someone was like, shut up, Jason. And
Shut the fuck up.
it may have been me.
Yeah.
You shut up. So the only thing that I wasn't a huge fan of was the rye. It just didn't hit the same way that all of his bourbons did, but holy shit. Everything he did, like it was still good, but everything he does, fantastic. Now, I have not yet, and I will not, because I don't want to know what the price of a bottle of Old Carter is, and it's very hard to get. But I would imagine it's probably close to around $200 and some a bottle.
Available in Ohio or no?
No.
Okay, that's the...
No, not available in Ohio. Like that question was asked because he was going over like all the different bottles, and the problem is the way that Ohio is. He would have to make so much whiskey.
$350 to $600.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
13,
there's one for $250.
Yeah.
13 year,
yeah, that's
$1,100.
That's why I don't have a bottle. That's why a lot of people that I know don't have a bottle. So, but either way, that bottle came back to our Airbnb, and we killed that bottle too, along with another bottle.
Because you're not quitters.
No. But we after we got done and Mark graciously had us in for his private tasting, we decided that we're going to do the next glass here. Yeah, that's the segue.
Already started.
I'm glad that I picked this one up because I didn't.
Well, Mike started first. So.
I started first.
I saw Mike drinking his. I was like, well, that one's next.
Yeah.
I think I know what this one is too. Just
I
on
do
the nose.
too. Not on the nose because I can't smell. I smell whiskey, but that's about it. No notes.
Oh, it's so good.
Great flavor on the tongue.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I think I know which one this is.
Elijah Craig.
Nope.
You think it's the Old Raleigh?
I think it's the Old Raleigh.
I think it's the Elijah.
I think it's
Do
the
you?
Elijah. I didn't know if we were going to differ. I guess we are.
Yeah. I think
Which
it's
is fine.
I after I tried the last one, I reserved the right to change my mind, but
Well, yeah, we can do whatever the hell we want.
Yeah.
I mean, it's our show.
because it's America.
I mean, yeah. Till the government tells us you can't.
And then we still do
Or
it.
you
No,
gotta
we
get-
still do
Or you
because
get
it's
taxed on
America.
it.
No,
One or the other.
that'd be more likely.
Maybe this is the Elijah after that. Not siding with you guys, just a bigger.
That third sip though
Yeah.
is fucking good.
It changed. The first one was.
Yeah, that third sip was absolutely fantastic.
You can get
It
the,
just reminds me of an Elijah Craig. I don't know what if that makes sense.
do you know an Elijah Craig?
Yeah, he tastes delicious.
That's weird. Put him in your mouth.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna save a little bit of that. All right. So after we get done with Mark, we went just right down the road to Bardstown on Lux Row and we were set up for their blending experience. So we roll in there fucking loud.
That's where they get their whiskey all in there, and to mix it, you could take your penis out and stir.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But Bardstown, that's what they do. They buy up barrels and then they blend their own stuff from other people's stuff. So it could be
It's great.
It could be Dickel,
Smart.
it could be Jim Beam, it could be whatever.
It could just be a manufacturer who just
Yeah.
churns out basic bourbon.
Yeah, and they buy up stuff and they just blend it. So we did this blending experience, which was really cool. They give you 3 huge bottles, sample bottles of different things. They don't tell you what they are. One of them was wild turkey. She was like, it rhymes with
Biled murky.
something like that.
They don't tell you what it is. One was wild turkey.
Tiled worky.
And
okay.
the other one was Jim Beam, and she goes, it rhymes with Slim Jeans. And so,
Jack Daniels?
huh? Blanton's.
Yeah.
So you take and you just kind of mix, this to that to the other, and they give you a beaker that you can put stuff in, and
But I did 1 ounce of this
yeah,
and 2 ounces of
that.
one of this.
Yeah. So we did
We're
that.
like, oh, that was fucking terrible.
We did all that, and I did not blend a bad thing. And at one point, towards the end, they give you a glass exactly like this. It might be slightly larger that says Bardstown on it. I just grabbed all 3 bottles. I'm just like, just throw the rest in there. All right, fine, perfect. And then you just walk around inside Bardstown, sipping on your mix.
Sounds like a great plan.
It was a perfect plan because then we got out there, and one of the bottles that we tried at Old Carter was a Bardstown bourbon, Old Carter collaboration, Old Carter Vineyards collaboration. And they had it. Mark said, he goes, yeah, they have it down there. And I'm like, That's the bottle I want, dude. You can buy me that bottle. It's only $160. And he's like, you want that bottle? Done. I'm like, all right, you get yourself a barrel proof. I get this Carter collaboration bottle. And then after that, we went home and ordered another $120 in pizza and ate more pizza and played cornhole and
bullshitted the night
bullshit
away.
until
Yeah, but how much vomiting was there this year?
none. Not one.
Lessons were learned.
Well, it wasn't a fact of over drinking last year, but it was. So Josh, the guy who started the Vomit Fest last year, wasn't there to reheat shitty.
Lessons were learned.
He couldn't make it, but he wasn't there to reheat shitty Cuban food
Yeah,
to make people throw up. To which dude didn't throw up. Because he just gets
because
sick.
the other person
Because the other
throw.
did, and then I didn't throw up because I didn't have to check on dude, and I didn't have that scent of bile hit me like smack me right in the face. Because I could have easily gotten away that night with not throwing up, but then I got.
If it wasn't for those lousy kids and their dog.
Yeah, it was just bad. So no one threw
Dude's
up.
got a sensitive tum-tum.
It's okay.
That's all right.
It's all right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Comes with being bald.
All right. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying number 3 now.
Jeez, I accidentally picked it up and went
Yeah.
for it. I didn't even nose it.
Pretty mild nose.
Very mild. Yeah. Do a little skin test.
Opened it up a little.
Oh. This is I think this is the Old Raleigh.
Yeah. It's still good, but
It's-
I almost wish we had started with this.
Well, I
Well, had
chose.
Martelle done what I said, just brought them all three at once, we could have.
No, we couldn't have because
Because we still started with the one we started with.
yeah, we started with the one in the ugly glass.
I'm talking hypotheticals, boys. Keep up.
Well, I don't live in hypotheticals.
No, you live. Actually, I don't know where you live now. Is it still Carroll?
Nope. Yep.
Yep.
Maybe.
Nobody knows.
It's awesome. I love living there. Yeah, I like this. I like this one a lot too.
Yeah, we haven't had a bad one.
No,
They've been different, but
That's on
all
purpose.
delicious. Yeah.
First sip, 100% Old Raleigh. 100%. Yeah, we accidentally tried him in the order he put him there for a picture.
Yep.
yeah, yep. Oh, that's definitely the Elijah Craig. Whew. The sip
different after
the
the-
sip after the Old Raleigh just kind of hits different, a lot different.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So did you text Melissa to find out what's what?
Yeah. I sent
Okay.
it's whether or not she's mid chapter.
So yeah. So the event, the Blitz this year was fantastic. Can't wait till next year.
Are they going to do a write-in contest again?
I don't know because I won the write-in contest.
Yeah.
So which was funny. They chose it and then it was dude realized that it was me because of the Facebook page. And he's like, son of a bitch. He goes, it's fine. Like, it is what it is. He goes, we didn't really want some fucking stranger like meeting up with us anyway. And I'm like, I don't blame you. So,
Wait, the write-in contest? Did I not hear about this?
they had it on the Bourbon Hunters show.
Oh, I don't listen to them.
I know,
Those guys are boring.
but they had a.
All they do is get together every week and drink bourbon and talk about bourbon.
Huh.
Boring.
That's weird. But they had a contest where you emailed in why you should go on the show, and I
ChatGPT did.
not the whole thing. So I gave it the parameters I wanted. Like it was something along the lines of write an essay on why I should go on.
I want you to write a theme.
Yes.
Oh.
I was just like, write an essay for why I should go on the Bourbon Hunters Blitz on the Kentucky Trail with singing and dancing, a magical squirrel, and I gave it some other parameters and it was like, go. And it wrote like a 6-paragraph letter on why I should go. And they read it on the air. I can pull it up and read it while we're waiting. And this will be phenomenal because my reading skills have improved.
Because you've been drinking.
Because I've been drinking. So let me find it here under scent.
You do that. I'm going to go, actually. Because I don't know what's going on in there. So.
Well, I'll wait till you get back to read this. But it is, it was a good time. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed myself again.
Good. Good.
Good. How you doing over there? You're not dead yet. You haven't died on the show.
Not dead, but not good, man.
I mean, you die on this show, and our ratings, we're going to be like 1 million downloads.
Oh, dude. Imagine all the YouTubers that'll cover it.
It'll be awesome. Yeah, all 3 of them. It'll be awesome.
I want them to tell my story.
I don't know that you're going to have a story to tell.
I've got a story.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Story of my life.
You were born, and then you died.
The end.
Take it easy. That's what your hat says. God, you sound like shit. You're getting worse.
Yeah.
You should get that fixed. You need a tune-up.
I need a tune-up and a weight reduction. Old school style. Remove the back seats, lighter wheels.
I mean, do it. Get rid of that junk in the trunk.
That's the one place I don't have much junk.
Well,
There was a meme. I wanted to share it so bad, but I didn't. It was of Casey Anthony. You know who she is, right?
yeah.
So, for those of you that may not know, Casey Anthony allegedly killed her kid, threw her in the trunk,
And liquefied.
drove her around, and then tossed her in a ditch, blamed it on a made-up nanny, and now she's free and living in Florida and just hitting clubs, and
She's living her best life.
people, yeah, like
She's
people want to
speaking
hang out with her.
Her truth.
And there's a picture of her in some like leggings, but donk-a-donk.
Oh, I'm sure.
And somebody captioned it and said, looks like Kaylee wasn't the only junk in that trunk.
God damn. That's wrong. All right, so you got the results?
I got the results.
Okay.
So, what did we guess this?
4 roses.
4 roses.
4 roses. All right.
Right on.
Next,
That was Elijah.
Elijah Craig
Banger.
and
Nailed him.
Old Raleigh.
We nailed
I
them.
did that sick.
Bang. You did
Yeah.
it sick.
And I called him out first.
That
nailed
was,
all 3.
That was sick, Randy.
That was so sick.
Good
It
job.
sounds like I have AIDS.
It's-
COVID-AIDS.
COVID.
That's the high five. HIV. High five.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm
Roman numerals joke.
this is a long, slightly long letter. So-
Incidentally, can I just kudos to us?
Yeah. I
Like,
mean,
that's fucking good job.
Especially me and you.
Good job.
Martelle had to
Well,
backtrack.
no, it wasn't backtracking.
I'm just talking shit. I don't
It
care.
was fuck you.
It might help me.
Talk to Beth.
Might help me feel better. No, she can't.
Pagan.
She's sick too.
Pagan.
Dude, anything's a dildo if you're brave enough.
That's right.
Well,
There's a milk jug back there.
oh. Anybody got a cactus?
It tapers.
A nice Segura cactus?
The milk
Segura?
jug tapers.
Yeah.
It'll be
Anything
fine.
can be a last meal.
Cough drops are going to be my last meal, and that sucks. I'm going to die on the way. I almost died on the way here. Freaking, I've got a pocket full of them.
Yeah, but that's lemon. It'll go great with whiskey.
Mine are honey lemon.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's why every time before I tried the whiskey, I was swishing water in my mouth.
Honey lemon. That honey lemon and Marlboros. That's what my dad smelled like.
He kept him in his pants.
Ugh, it was weird.
He went out one day and never came back either.
Oh,
He did actually.
I'm sorry. At your expense, because I love you.
Literally.
I love you. I'm sorry, but that was also a really damn good joke.
It was good. It was good. I'll admit it was a good one.
I mean, I love you to death.
Dead dad jokes.
I said a Yo Mama joke to somebody one time, and he was like, my mom's dead. I'm like, bullshit. He's like, no, for real, she died of cancer when I was like 12. And I was like, well, I guess you can't say no then, huh? He got so mad.
Oh, well. Oh, well. All right, I'm not going to read this. It's way too long, and we're at an hour already.
yeah, we're good.
So we're good.
Happy New Year.
I'll post it.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, this... who knows?
Next round, if
could-
I'm good next week.
I mean...
If I'm alive, if not, I love you all. Love you too. Keep the show going strong.
I mean, it'll probably get better.
No, I don't. Oh, no. No.
It'll just stay the same.
We need
We'll just bring in Russ.
somebody to pick on.
There you go. Yeah,
We'll
Russ
just
would be
bring
good.
Russ in. It'll be fine. All right. So check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or X,
Google,
or YouTube.
tweets,
YouTube.
Insta Google Toopstagram.
X,
Yeah.
YouTubeagram.
No,
I
I don't-
know it's all terrible.
X
Yeah,
is
it's all
dumb.
bad.
I don't like the X.
I don't like the X. But leave us comments.
That's how I troll politicians.
That's how I stay away from talking to politicians. I don't go on X.
I literally have a sticker on my coffee mug that says "Cyberbully your local politician."
That they should. Everybody should be doing that. But yeah, YouTube, Facebook. I'm trying to post better on Instagram and post and get stuff on Facebook. And we got the show going up every week on the YouTube. So I just leave a comment. I don't any
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah, whatever. Actually, someone did thumbs down us on YouTube.
Excellent.
So we went from 100% to 75%, which means 4 people. 4 people.
I'm going to go home tonight and get on our YouTube and thumbs down every single one.
That you doing that would not help us.
I meant thumbs up.
Precisely.
It would not help at all. But yeah, someone gave us a thumbs down because it was like 100%, and there was 3. There were like, it doesn't tell you how many clicks. And then it went 75%. I'm like, oh, someone didn't like this show.
This motherfucker.
All right, fine. But no, leave comments.
But thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening for 50 seconds. That's the other thing. Most of our listening or viewing,
Listen, you mother loving bassholes.
They're not gonna
If you give
see
us a
this.
thumbs down,
no one makes it to the end of the show.
Yeah.
So
we should start off angry.
you should start off angry. But
Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. We hate you and you suck.
I need to say that this week I got 2 shout outs via text from people who used to live in Buffalo. It's like right on to the shout out to Paula's Donuts and Jim's Steakout.
Tell them to do that shout out online.
Exactly.
Yeah, post it on Facebook because I shared
And so I
this.
reached out to both of them. I'm like, hey, so we're thinking about trying to make this better. What can we do? And so I actually have.
Oh, you got a whole list of
Let's hit
things.
it real quick. Let's hit it.
Do you want to? Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we end the show.
I really like the banter between you 3 and the premise of 3 middle-aged, middle-class guys having a couple of drinks and talking life.
Well,
Okay,
2
first off.
middle-class guys and 1 rich asshole.
upper middle class.
I'm upper lower class.
I just bought a mansion.
Yeah. As for engagement, you could see if there are any people in the Columbus adjacent area that will come on the show for a drink. I'm not talking about the current events programming, but just having a drink and being a normal person like you guys. Maybe an OSU professor studying something interesting that pairs well with bourbon.
Is that happening?
Uh,
They mentioned it. Did they know something we don't?
And I said, guests is something that we definitely want to do. And I said, we're talking maybe shorter format. He goes, shorter maybe. Don't force it, though. Most of the shows don't feel long, and they're organic. They're not scripted.
Right. So that's
That's what best said on my wedding night.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel long.
it's organic and not scripted.
He goes, I also have it on when I'm doing something else. Usually for work, it goes well when I have production work to do, mapping, answering emails. He's a city planner in Madison, Wisconsin. Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Tim. Which is kind of what the show's for. It's background noise.
Yeah.
We've always kind of, when we started, this is going to be
We've
background
never
noise.
known what we were doing. We always say whatever we feel like we should say, but we don't know what we're doing.
But we've always said it's been background noise.
Yeah.
And we've always said it's unscripted.
And it's always going to be
unscheduled
unscripted. Like, we'll have a premise, but it's always going to be unscripted.
Yeah, and I
So-
think just keeping to a variation of that theme would help.
Okay. Well, I don't feel like we've deviated from that
Nope, sure haven't.
in 5 years.
Yeah.
So, cool.
But
Well,
I was about to say,
We also haven't grown in 5 years, so maybe we should deviate from that.
well,
a
that's-
little bit, but that's like, maybe doing some collabs with Dude and
Yeah.
Jason and things like that.
Why I invited Jason down, and he said yes, but we never landed on a.
You did hey, I haven't seen you in years. We should get dinner sometime.
No, I sent him a text. I'm like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? And he's like, a barrel pick. And I'm like, never mind. I wanted to see if you wanted to come down to be on the show.
That's far more important.
And he goes, I will absolutely come down and do your show, but let's figure it out.
Yeah.
So, and we just haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, because I was about to say, I know Dom and Zach are still interested. And
Let's try to get them. Let's figure that out. Well, we're doing
My cousin
Hold on,
who's-
we're doing dry January. Are you doing dry January with us?
If you guys are, I am.
So
yeah.
It might
Let's-
kill me. Literally.
we're make you better.
Maybe. I just want a hot toddy right now. I literally just told Beth, I was like, I had no whiskey in the house, and I was like, I don't want to get drunk. I want one hot toddy. I feel like ass, and I need a hot toddy.
I want to get blitzed.
And God love her. She hates going to the liquor store. She hates it.
Yeah, I appreciated
she-
the hell out of that text.
Yeah. Where she went and got the big bottle of Makers.
Except it
$7.50.
was the-
I was like, oh, bless your heart.
It's the normal
I
bottle.
was like, does Makers
They do.
do a plastic?
They don't do a plastic, but
What?
they do a bigger
They do
glass
do it,
bottle.
yeah.
Of not of the
1.5 liter?
yeah, and it's just their basic run of the mill. It's not
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
bless her
46.
heart. I was going to have her get like Benchmark. I'm
Yeah.
like, $13.
Yeah, that's fine.
Make a hot toddy.
But she loves you.
And she goes, I don't know whiskey. Makers I know is decent. And I went,
She loves you.
you're right.
Yep.
Yeah.
After 5 years, she should know something.
She's not on the show.
That doesn't matter. Liz knows something. Liz goes, I know what you
Because
drink.
you're the one buying all the stuff.
She goes, I know what you drink.
Oh, yeah. Melissa would come on here and go, I don't fucking know.
She's like, that one's brown. Is that
exactly.
whiskey?
I brought you home a brown one.
It's not gin or vodka. I know that much.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, yeah, we'll get with Dom and Zach. I want
My
to do that
cousin
show.
can still come on. That's the, especially now that it's recreational.
Yeah.
She was the number
Yes.
one
Yeah, we
marijuana liaison in
about-
Ohio.
Dealer.
Yeah, right.
Samples?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can. I
can set it
want
up.
whoever. I don't give a shit.
So,
I just saw her
we'll have her
yesterday
over,
at the family thing.
and then an hour later, we'll do the show.
And then I will spend the night on that love seat. That very tiny love seat.
Yeah.
Well, we can have her on.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely. I think that's key.
I'll message her when I get home tonight, especially
then-
now that's like recreational use.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
When it
then,
became medicinal, it was big, but
yeah, like I said, Dom.
I
and
got
Zach,
narrow garden in
your
my
cousin,
basement that I'm not using. That I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have to bring that back
potting
out.
soil. All right.
I'm
So-
going to plant some weed in my watershed bed.
Ugh. It might actually work. So anyway, back to
One will make the other better.
check us out on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
Insta, Google, tweets, Tubestagram again.
Yeah, it's the thing. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, comment,
Something.
whatever, just something. I mean, Randy's literally
Randy may or
dying.
may not be here next week.
He's going to die on the show, and it's going to be like 1 million
Take me to
views.
Mexico.
We're going to get our platinum on YouTube because Randy dies.
I've got health insurance.
We're going viral because he's viral.
Yeah, because he's literally viral. So, I'm Martelle from Malort, Mike, and Randy. We're out.
Good night.
Good night.